Hello everyone, my name is Jose and I'm an American born in Los Angeles. My family is Cuban and I have seen people with no freedom and liberty as I have traveled the world. I know I'm going to get some haters here, so if you hate Latinos, you can go to a different channel. This is a free country and I really don't care how you feel, to be honest with you. We all have prejudice towards someone or something, but the bottom line is that we're all Americans, and I bet we will give our lives to defend this country and to defend fellow Americans regardless of their religion, culture, hairstyle, hair color, or whether you are a Democrat or a Republican. I would like to explain why I would like to vote for Ron Paul and why you should do as well. The fact of the matter is that Republicans and Democrats have failed the American people. Our process is corrupted, and the politicians are ready to sell their souls to the highest bidder. They are, and they use fear-monger and hate to divide us all, black, whites, Asian, and Latinos, and they do that so they can stay in power. You see countless of examples of Democrats pandering blacks and Latinos, and you can see countless examples of Republicans pandering whites so they can stay in power. In the process, they forget the American people, and America is composed of all of us, whether you like it or not. The fact of the matter is that Republicans and their radio pundits have used us as scapegoats for all the problems facing this great country. They have assaulted our culture, our language, our heritage, and that hurts. And that hurts. Believe me, that hurts. But the bottom line is we need to vote America first, and we need to vote for our children and our children's future. Ron Paul brings a real change. And let's face it, Obama promises change, and it's all the same thing. It's the status quo. I don't want to cite any examples, but if you follow news, you will know what I'm talking about. Many of our ancestors came to this country, legal or not, because they wanted a better life for their families. Many of our ancestors came to this country gravitating towards the beacon of freedom and liberty, where everything is possible in this country, and where it's only one of the few countries where you can still see the fruits of your labor. That's why our family came to this country, pursuing freedom. And yes, this is our home. And yes, we're Americans too. I believe that a great country and a great leader, or a great country must have a great leader, and that leader should lead by example. Ron Paul, if elected, he has promised that he will only make the national average salary, which is around $40,000. This is why we vote for Ron Paul. He voted against raising taxes, and we all know that we're just feeding the beast with our taxes. We know it's a racket. Government is a racket. He has never voted for an imbalanced budget. He doesn't want to pass the buck to our children and the children of our children. Right now, with our debt, it will take 300 years to pay for that. He has never voted to give the executive branch, the president, more powers. We all know, coming from Latin American countries, what it is to give a president all the power. That's why many of us ran away from those countries. It's very important to know that Ron Paul will bring our troops, and will bring them now, will not bring them tomorrow. We all know that this is a failed war, and he has cost us trillions of dollars and mounting, okay? And there'll be no way out of these unless we vote for someone who's willing to do what we need to do in order for us to save our country, for our children. I know that in many things we don't agree with Republicans, especially when they insult us and insult our culture, our heritage, our language, the language of our parents, because we know how hard our parents have worked to give us what they have given us. But we have to understand also one thing, that we're Americans first. And we know that many of us that have gone to those countries where where our parents came from, and we've gone there, after one day we just want to come back home, because this is our home too. Let's remember that. So we need to do what we need to do now. We need to make the sacrifices now so our children can see our future, or have a future. Also, he wants to legalize drugs, and not because he's in favor of drugs. It's because the drug war has bankrupted this country. $1 trillion fighting this war, and we still have not been able to win it. Ron Paul believes in personal freedom. If you want to do that with your body, go ahead. Go ahead. That's just the way it is. You know, we should not be the ones preventing people from doing what they want to do, especially with their bodies. And here we are spending trillions of dollars. Here we have putting people in prison, non-violent crimes. Our jails, our prisons are full of people that have committed no violent crimes. Our police is just looking after people doing drugs, instead of looking for the real murders, instead of looking for the real delinquents. Here we are. We are American, Latinos, or Hispanics, or whatever the hell you want to call yourself. We love this country, and we need to help save this country. I was a Democrat. Believe me, I'm still a Democrat. And up to now, I voted down the line, regardless of who the candidate was. All I was looking for was the word Democrat on the ballot. And I know many of you do the same thing. But we have to look at Ron Paul. We have to see what he's bringing to the table. I will do a couple more videos. I will do some videos in Spanish to see if I can at least make you look at him. So when the time comes, we can do the right thing for this country. I know it's hard. I know it's hard because, believe me, it was hard for me to make this decision. It was hard for me to bring this up here in my house, you know. But that's just the way it is. So I hope you reconsider. I hope you take a second look at Ron Paul. He's the candidate America needs. The sacrifice is now, is not tomorrow. And another thing that I like Ron Paul is that he voted against the Patriot Act, something that is taking away our freedoms granted to us by the Constitution. We need to save this country, guys. However you feel about Latinos, or however you feel about other cultures, colors, or whatever the hell, we need to save this country. And that's why I'm voting for Ron Paul. And that's why you should vote for Ron Paul too. May your God bless you and your family. And thank you for watching this video. I hope to make a few more. It is what it is.